Chelsea has obviously gone ahead to get in what we call a controversial win. I might say that because it's really one of those moments that very many people have gone ahead to disagree with VAR, and I have all what these people had to say about that shot that Sarr went ahead to direct at the goal of Chelsea, and it crossed the line from yards away the Chelsea's goal. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where you're watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. It's mostly like button, comment and share. You know how we do it. Every time a game of football comes to an end, we take that moment and obviously have something to discuss about it. And here we come to obviously discuss Chelsea 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0 in a game of football where Carl Palmer went ahead to obviously end his goal involvement drought. You know that very well. And it had taken close, is it 16 games when Carl Palmer had not found himself involved in either scoring or assisting. And guess what? He really went ahead, obviously put in a very beautiful cross, and Enzo Fernandez was on target in there, and it really went ahead to see to it that the team of Chelsea really takes a lead, and that is the goal that went ahead to obviously win in there for you. And I loved it a lot because for the side of Chelsea, I think they needed this win. It being a London derby, we all want to eat that it could obviously raise loads of feelings and obviously emotions, but at the end of it all, they've gone ahead obviously emerge winners, courtesy all with the helping hand of VAR. That is really one of the things that you have to obviously do the needful. Enzo Fernandez is the third Chelsea midfielder to score home and away against Tottenham Hotspur in a Premier League season, after Roberto Di Matteo in 1996-1997 and Guillermo Poyet in 1998-1999 in there. So when they are playing away at the side of the London State, it's the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, he was on target, and again tonight he found himself on target. He scored that goal in the 50th minute, 5 minutes into the second half, meaning that the first half was really 0-0, and Carl Palmer went ahead to put in a very beautiful cross that resulted into Enzo Fernandez following up to that cross and headed that ball into the back of the net. Now, Chelsea, 11 shots, right? And Tottenham had 8. 5 shots on target by Chelsea, 2 shots on target by Tottenham Hotspur, 51% ball possession by Chelsea, 49% ball possession by the side of Tottenham Hotspur, 434 passes completed by Chelsea, Spurs completed 433, 85% passing accuracy by Chelsea. Spurs had 87% passing accuracy. 7 fouls by Chelsea, 16 fouls by Tottenham Hotspur. 5 yellow cards to Chelsea and 5 yellow cards to Spurs. No red cards issued to either of the sides that took part into this London derby. 5 offsides to both sides. 4 corners to Chelsea and 6 corners to the side of Tottenham Hotspur. And as things stand, that's how everything went ahead to happen. But the controversial moment happened in the 68th minute, where Sarr went ahead to obviously steal that ball from a player known as Caicedo, and Caicedo went down and he went ahead to pull the trigger into the back of the net, and he beat Robert Sanchez from distance with a great finish. But VAR had a look, and the goal was disallowed with a foul on Moise Caicedo in the build-up of the game. And guys, people have gone ahead to give different views about this, and you will really hear this. And I don't know whether it's a foul or no foul, but I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about this. Is it a foul or it wasn't a foul for a player known as Sarr stealing that ball and went ahead to obviously pull the trigger? Now, when you look at the manager of Tottenham Hotspur, that is Ange Postecoglou, has come up and said on the disallowed goal, it's killing the game. He's talking about VAR. It's killing the game, mate. It's not the same game as it used to be. The referee gave it and then needed 6 minutes to rule the goal out. It's crazy, mate. It's madness. That's what the manager went ahead to say, that VAR is obviously killing the game, you know. And Then Jacobs Ben had the following to say: the time taken to disallow Pape Metasa's goal was not simply a deliberation over whether the goal should stand. After ruling it out, Craig Pawson also reviewed the foul itself before determining a yellow card was necessary for the challenge. And I think VAR was like, let's go in for a possible red card. And this is what really makes me think, was it worth it? Was it worth it? You understand? I've got to obviously see more people put out their thoughts about that Parameter's disallowed goal. This is Jamie Redknapp, who works with Sky Sports. He said, it was clear and obvious. I would say that. I have no idea why it took Craig Pawson that long. That's the frustration, and I totally understand Ange's frustration, as it does border on riffing the game. But ultimately, they got to the right decision. But how Craig Pawson had to stand at VAR screen for as long as he did when it's blunt foul, he catches his eye, and it's quite a nasty challenge. If I'm honest, this is what we put VAR in for, situations like this. But it must be 30 seconds. You've got to understand the game enough to see that it's a foul. That's what we've gone ahead obviously getting through from the man himself, known as Jamie Redknapp. And he's like, that was really a foul. And the manager of Spurs is like, it wasn't a foul. It wasn't a foul. That's what he said. So, guys, I leave it up to you. Was it a foul or it was not a foul? Because Ange Postecoglou is still fuming. He goes ahead to say, that is Ange Postecoglou, that it's incredible how things get interpreted. We just scored. I just wanted to hear them cheer. We've been through a tough time, and I thought it was a cracking goal. I wanted them to get really excited. I feel at that point we could potentially go on and win the game. I just felt momentum was going our way. It doesn't bother me. It's the first time they've bought my substitutions, all my decisions. That's fine. They're allowed to do that, but we just scored a goal. We just scored an equalizer. So he's like, however much the fans went ahead obviously boo me for bringing in Parameter, but he's the man that had gone ahead obviously put Chelsea into the lead. So that's what we've gone ahead obviously getting through from the man himself, known as the manager of Chelsea, and that is the manager of Chelsea, and he goes by the manager of Tottenham Hotspur, who goes by names of Ange Postecoglou. Now, how does the table really look right now? Because you need to know exactly how this table really looks. Now, Liverpool, 30 games played, 73 points. Arsenal second, 30 games played, 61 points. Nottingham Forest, 30 games played, 57 points. Chelsea, 30 games played, they're having 52 points. Man City, 30 games played, they're having 51 points. Newcastle, 29 games played, they're having 50 points, meaning that if they win, they take the 4th position. So, obviously, teams are really fighting for that position. Aston Villa, 30 games, 48 points. Brighton, 30 games, 47 points. They're 8th. Fulham is 9th, 30 games, 45 points. Bournemouth is 10th, 30 games, 44 points. Tottenham Hotspur is 14th, 30 games played, they're having 34 points. And Manchester United is 13th, 30 games played, they're having 37 points into the mix. So that's how everything really went down there. And allow me really take you through what the Premier League is obviously going to be looking like this coming weekend, because you need to know those games and how they're obviously going to fare. Now, first and foremost, Everton, Arsenal tomorrow, Ipswich Wolves tomorrow, Crystal Palace Brighton tomorrow, West Ham Bournemouth tomorrow, Aston Villa Nottingham tomorrow, Tottenham Hotspur Southampton on Sunday, Brentford Chelsea on Sunday, Man United Man City Sunday, and then Leicester City Newcastle on Sunday. Liverpool Fulham also is going to be played on Sunday. That is it. And in the midweek, it's obviously going to be a Champions League affair, as Arsenal hosts Real Madrid. Then you'll see Barcelona play Borussia Dortmund. PSG will play Aston Villa. Who else? Bayern Munich will play Inter Milan. Those are the quarterfinals in there for you. And this is what I had for you. 3rd of April it is. We out.